Afternoon, everybody. Apologies if I sound a bit under the weather. I'm currently recovering from being sick, and funnily enough, that's actually what I wanted to talk about, which is when you're sick and you get sick, you really need to take care of yourself. And unfortunately for me, that's something that I have a problem with, which is properly taking care of myself. Now, I'm not the only person that does this. And that's the problem, is there's a lot of people that when they get sick, they don't take care of themselves as much as what they should. And I'm one of the people that fall into that category. Now, unfortunately, there's a spread of the flu going around where I live, and it's something that happens every single winter. So it's not something that, comes out of the blue or anything like that. So it's something that happens every single year, but I'm the kind of person who I don't very often get sick. I rarely, if ever, get sick. And it comes as a surprise to me that I got sick. And I was bedridden for like 2 days. So I had to take those days off work. And that's the thing. I don't usually get sick, so I don't usually see it as a big deal. But then I do get sick, and it hits me like a freaking truck. And I feel like absolute ass. And that's the thing, because I don't take care of myself as much, I get sick. And I feel like, if anything, that's the one premise I want to point out in this video, is that when you get sick, or you think you might get sick, or there are people around you that are sick, you need to take precautions to make sure that you don't get sick. Because getting sick sucks. And obviously, it depends on what you get sick with. For me, I got sick and I had something called influenza A, or strep throat. And for me, what that did was that basically I had like a very, very throaty cough, and I couldn't go to work. I just lied in bed and had lozenges and hot water and honey and that kind of stuff. And yes, that did help, but it was just the feeling of being sick, which hit me the hardest, because I don't usually get sick. So this is something I felt very uncomfortable with, and I'm still recovering from it now. And it's been a week since I got sick, and it's still affecting me. But the main thing is that to take precautions against getting sick, even if you try your hardest, there's a chance you might still get sick. That was my little sister. I was sick, I secluded myself in my room, yet I did spend some time around her, and then she ended up getting sick, which was, I felt so bad, because my sister, I think she got it worse than me. Like, I had trouble falling asleep because of my coughing, but she couldn't fall asleep, so that was far worse. So, if you are somebody who has you get sick more often, my recommendation is to just be aware of that and make sure that it doesn't affect those around you and those you love. And even if it does, despite your best efforts, it's something that can happen, so don't really blame yourself too much. I blamed myself for getting my little sister sick, but it's just something that was spreading around, and I just happened to carry it to her. And then, if you're somebody like me, who doesn't get sick very often and rarely does get sick, then again, isolation is good so that it doesn't affect other people. But be aware that because you might have the constitution, that was the word I was looking for, constitution. The constitution, like me, where you rarely get sick and it hits you like a truck, it can take longer for your body to, fix itself of the sickness. And it's just something that happens, so it's not that big of a thing. So it comes and goes like anything, but it's just something I feel like people should be aware of. To just take care of your health, take care of yourselves, take care of your family, and yeah, it's a thing that I feel like everybody should be aware of. That it's not a bad thing to check up on your health And I don't mean like your physical health, like your like fitness or whatnot. I'm just talking about your constitution and your ability to get sick, either very easy or it's a bit harder. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to kind of mention with this, is that like, take care of yourselves, take care of your family, take care of your health. If you get sick, that's just life, but also take precautions to minimize the effect that your sickness might have on yourself and your family and those around you, your co-workers. That's another main thing, is that I went to work even when I shouldn't have, and then I took 2 days off work and I got back, and lots of other people were sick with it. Not directly because of me, thank God, but just because it was going around. So yeah, everybody gets sick, and it might spread because of you, it might not. It might be because of something else completely different, but it's something that I feel like everybody at some point should be aware of, to just take care of your health. And yeah, a little bit different kind of thing, me talking, like, yammering on about this kind of stuff, but as it is something that recently happened to me, I thought I should at least like kind of talk about it. So yeah, that's about it. I hope whoever's watching this, you take care of yourself with stuff that's going on, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.